guys, welcome back. I have a really exciting video for you today. This is a tutorial, review, informational kind of video about Serenity and Scott. You guys know I'm in love with them, and I wanted to dedicate an entire video to Serenity and Scott because I love them. If you guys are interested in learning how to get this look, all the products I used to achieve it, and a review on the amazingness that is Serenity and Scott, then just keep watching. I started with MAC's Painterly Paint Pot as always. I'm going to be using this palette by Serenity and Scott. It has 9 eyeshadows in it, absolutely beautiful, and I'm going to get more into the information on these shadows after the tutorial. We're going to start with this color here, which is called S32, and it's called Savannah, which is a nice matte, almost like a purpley gray color. And taking the number 9 Serenity and Scott brush that looks like this, we're going to sweep the color just very lightly inside the crease, but we're not going to make it super heavy. Just next color we're going to use is this beautiful silvery color, and this is called Silver Oyster, and this is S54 from this palette. And I'm going to apply that using the number 5 brush, which is a nice flat shadow brush. And we're just going to put some of that color all over the moving part of our lid. What's nice about this brush is that you can pack on color, but then you can blend it too because the edges of both sides of the brushes are tapered. The next color I'm going to grab is this one right here. It's the color S55, and it's called Claire. Oh, I think I might have called this the number 9 brush. This is the number 6 brush. I'm going to go back to the number 6 brush to apply a little bit of this. Just put a very small amount of color on the tip of this brush, and we are going to lightly dust this on the outer V. And then when a lot of the concentration of color is in the outer V, then I'm going to sweep it into the crease very lightly. Just to kind of give that really pretty berry kind of effect on the outer corner, and then we kind of just blend it in. Just slowly build up the color. You don't want to overpack on this color because the shadow is really pigmented, so you really lightly, really light. So I'm going to go back into the number 5 brush and a little bit more of the silver, and I'm going to just refresh that up a little bit. And then I'm going to grab a little bit more of that initial gray color, and then I'm going to work that right into the crease. Right on the highest part of the crease. Deep right into here. Next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little itty bitty tiny brush, this is a cute little smudgy brush, and this is a number 8 brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of that gray, the dark gray, and I'm going to run that onto the lower part of the lid, but then I'm going to do about 2/3. And now I'm just going to take the silver color, I'm going to run that on the first third. I'm just going to take that blending brush and just very lightly sweep under my eyes. So whatever's left on that brush with the maroon will just kind of blend in a little bit. I am going to grab one non-Serenity and Scott eyeshadow for this look because I don't really have a highlighter color in this palette. So I'm going to use this Wet n Wild single in, I think it's brûlée or creme brulee, something like that. And I'm going to just put a little highlight color on using my number 5 brush. For a liner, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the dark gray, well, kind of grayish purpley color, and I'm going to concentrate the color at my lash line. I'm going to take the number 9 angled liner brush, and I'm going to do a nice little line right at the lash line. Okay, to add a little bit of extra darkness right at the lash line, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an eyeliner and I'm going to tightline in black. So I'm going to be using this. This is the Cativa Waterproof Automatic Eye Pencil in black, and I'm going to just tightline using this. See, and it just gives a little bit of extra dark without making the look harder. I'm going to add a little tiny bit of this right in the outer third of the eyelid as well, the lower lid. I'm going to take that same smudge brush and I'm going to smudge that in. Okay, now we're going to add lots of mascara. False Fiber Lashes by L'Oreal, the Voluminous. I forgot how much I love that mascara. Like, look at how long my lashes look, and all I did was put one coat of that bad boy on. So for some thickness, I'm going to use my Maybelline The Rocket mascara. I'm going to put a coat of this just to give some extra thickness. And then to finish off the eyes, I'm going to use my Clinique bottom lash on the lower lashes. I'm just going to take my Serenity and Scott Pressed Powder Foundation. Mine is in the color Fairest, which is PF1. And I'm going to take this brush, this is the number 12 brush, and I'm going to make sure that everything is just nice and tidy and touched up on my face before I move on to the blush and whatnot. I mean, you guys know this powder foundation is holy grail. Holy grail for Sam. Okay, so for contouring, I'm going to use my NYX blush in Taupe, and I'm going to use that same number 12 brush, and I'm going to put that into the contour color, slightly pinch the brush, and I'm going to contour with it. So you don't really need to pinch the brush. What am I doing? I don't need to pinch the brush. Okay, for my blush, I'm going to use this beautiful color here. This is called Tahoe Glow. This is B20, and I'm going to apply that using the number 4 angled blush brush. Hello, beautiful. I love this blush. It has quickly become one of my favorite blushes. For our highlight, technically I don't have a highlight from Serenity and Scott, but I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this eyeshadow, which is a nice champagne color. It's called Pink Champagne, and it's number S8, and I'm going to use that on this tiny little brush. This is called an F, well, this is just called a 10 brush. Lips, I'm going to keep it nice and simple with just a gloss. I'm going to go with this. This is the this is Color Your Smile lip gloss by Whitening, Lightening in Pink Sorbet. Okay guys, so that's the finished look. I want to keep it nice and soft and simple and pretty and girly and blah blah blah. So now we're going to go and have a little chat about Serenity and Scott. Over several trade shows over the last 7 months, I've had the privilege of running into Serenity and Scott and really getting to know the company and getting to know both of the creators of the products. The company was founded by E. Scott Thompson and Serenity Iyer in 2010-2011. So they got together and started making this amazing cosmetics range. It ranges from lipstick to lip gloss, eyeshadow, foundations, liquids and powders, brow gel, just everything you can think of, and lashes and brushes. So I was sent some products along with products that I've purchased myself from the company, and I did this tutorial today. I want to explain to you about some of the products that I have and do a quick review for you guys. Okay, so this eyeshadow palette is absolutely beautiful. They have several palettes that actually come like this pre-made, and they also sell this palette itself for the refillable shadows. See, this palette itself costs $8, and it's obviously blank. It has no shadows in it, just like any sort of refillable eyeshadow palette. And they also sell the individual pans of eyeshadow. These eyeshadows are intensely pigmented, as you can see, and you could see during my tutorial. I love this green. Oh, it's like so beautiful. These eyeshadows are super silky. They're vegan. They're triple milled, so they're extra soft. They're super highly pigmented. They're oil free, cruelty free. They're just amazing. One thing that's really great about these shadows also is that you can use them wet or dry depending on the finish you're looking for. If you don't want to commit to buying 9 eyeshadows for the palette, you can also just buy 3, and they have these little travel size 3 eyeshadow palettes. Now most people only use about 3 shadows in each look anyway. I know I'm a little crazy with the 6, 7, 5 shadows, but most people on average only use 3. So that's why these palettes come in really super handy, and then you could put your 3 shadows in the palettes. I can show you one that I have made here already, which has 3 beautiful shades in it, and then it's got a nice size mirror. Not too big, not too small. If you're like me and your eyes can run and tear a little bit during the day, you can easily take your 3 shadows from a large palette like this, put it into a little small palette, and then carry it with you during the day. I like to take a small travel size eye brush and a little palette like this into my bag, just in case I get a little bit of tearing in the corner, and then I can just easily touch up my eyeshadow. That is key for me. Key, people. I have to tell you guys, I am in love with this blush. Like, let me show you how pigmented it is. First of all, it is so beautiful. Each blush refill is $12, and they do sell these little refillable compacts, which again is super, super handy. Something you didn't see me use in the tutorial because I already had my eyebrows done was this. This is the Serenity and Scott Brow Gel. This is in Golden Blonde. It's absolutely beautiful. I don't have a lot of brow hair, so I have to pair something like this with a pencil or an eyeshadow. I can't just use this because I don't have a lot of hair, but if you have a lot of hair that needs to be tamed, you can absolutely just use this, and I'll tell you guys how I use it. What I do is I take this and I put a little bit of the product on the back of my hand, and then I take an angled brush and I set my brows with it after I've already penciled them in or filled them in with an eyeshadow. So this is super awesome, super long wearing, and it's so beautiful. And it's not too warm based where it looks like kind of orangey or red on your skin. It looks perfect, especially for someone like me with blonde hair. This is a really great brow gel. I love this stuff so much. I know you guys are dying to hear about the brushes. I love their dynamic because everything is white and gray. It's so simple and pretty. So this here is the blending brush, and this is the SS01. It's super, super pretty. I love the simple white handle of the brush and the simple detailing. It's a beautiful fluffy brush, and it's meant for blending your eyeshadow out. It is tapered on this side, so it makes blending super easy, and it is so pretty. I love the detail of this brush here. Oh. This is the SS02 concealer brush, so this is the number 2 brush. All the numbers are listed here at the bottom of the handle. This is a beautiful typical concealer brush, super nice. It's not too stiff, so it doesn't push your concealer on too heavy, if you guys know what I mean. It allows you to smooth out and blend out your concealer in a really, really nice fashion. It's a really sturdy brush, and I did use this as well for packing on eyeshadow on the color and underneath my eyebrows. Just because a brush says it's meant for a certain something doesn't mean you can't use it for other uses. So this next brush is the foundation brush. This is the SS03. This is a typical paddle foundation brush. I don't really have much use for brushes like this. I tend to more use something like this to apply face masks or something like that, but it is a really pretty brush. It's not necessarily something I use a whole lot in my beauty regime, but it is super pretty and super soft. This next brush is the SS04 Angled Blush Brush. Now obviously you can see how beautiful the handle, I mean look at how beautiful this handle is. Oh, this is the number 4. This brush is perfectly dense for blush application. You don't want your blush brush to be too dense because then it will add too much product to your face and it's harder to blend out once you've added too much product. So this is the perfect density for adding blush and blending it out perfectly. So beautiful. I mean, what a perfect blush brush. This next brush is the eyeshadow brush. This is the SS05. This is a perfect brush for adding on and packing color to the lid. Again, this is the number 5. Super pretty. I love the tapered edges of this brush, and you almost don't even need another brush to blend out your eyeshadow. You could pack on color and blend with this one, which is super awesome if you ask me. This next brush is the SS06, which is the number 6, and this is the blending crease brush, which is really an obvious brush. I don't really have to explain this very much. This is great for blending out color in the crease and doing all over eyeshadow blending on your eye, and this is super great. And something else this is really good for is blending out concealer underneath the eye. I really enjoy this brush for that as well. This next brush is called the Chiseled Fluff brush. This is the number 7, SS07, and it's very tiny. This brush is so versatile. First of all, you can pack on color on the lid with this brush. You can use it for concealer. You can use it to smudge out color on the lower lid. You can use this for a million things, really. I mean, there's nothing you can't use this brush for. Love it. Okay, so this next brush is the SS08. This is the mini smudger brush. Now, you guys saw me use this for smudging out the black liner and adding eyeshadow to the lower lid. This is perfect for that. It's perfect for small detail work. This kind of brush is a staple in my brush collection because I love little brushes like this. Okay, so this next brush is the SS09. This is the angled detail brush. You can use this brush for eyeliner, adding color precisely to the crease. It's not an overly thin brush, as you can see, as a lot of angle brushes are, so it's more used for adding color to the lash line in a thicker line. I don't know how well this would work with like a gel liner, but as far as eyeshadow and whatnot, this works beautifully. This next brush is the SS10, which, how cute is that? It's just like a little mini fan brush. This is really meant to take clumps off your mascara. I used it today to add a little highlight to my cheekbones, but you can use it for whatever you feel like using it for, really. You don't need to be limited. Super cute, super awesome. I love this brush. It's so cute. Next brush is the SS11. This is the lip brush, which is pretty self-explanatory. You can use this to add lip products to your mouth. You can also use this to add eyeshadow if you like, pack on color. Really, you can use brushes for whatever you want, but this is meant to be a lip brush. Really, really good lip brush. And the final brush I have for you is the SS12, which is the powder brush. And obviously you can use this for adding powder to your skin, you know, powder foundation, buffing on powder foundation. You can use this for blush, you can use this for contour, you can use this for bronzing. It is very versatile, it is perfectly dense, and it is absolutely beautiful for adding products to your skin. So I love this brush, and I love that the handle is short. A few things about these brushes. Number one, these handles are actually made from recycled wood, which is so environmentally friendly and conscious. I love Serenity and Scott for that. All their products are vegan and cruelty-free. I mean, they're made from recycled wood. I mean, how can you not respect that? Not to mention, all these brushes are synthetic, which means that they don't hold bacteria, just like a normal natural hair brush would. You can use these brushes with cream products, liquid products, powder products, all the same, and the fact that they don't hold bacteria the same as natural brushes means that it's really good for sensitive and acne-prone skin. So these brushes are absolutely beautiful. I love that they're cruelty-free and they're synthetic. You know, a lot of brushes are made from animal hair, and they say they're cruelty-free, but I don't know, I get a little nervous about it. So when you have brushes like this that are synthetic, you know that animals are not being harmed to make these brushes. So I really appreciate that. These brushes are, even though they're synthetic, they are so soft. I really love the company. I love the owners and founders of the company too, because they're just the nicest people I've ever met in the cosmetics industry. They're honest, they're straightforward. You know, something Serenity told me as soon as I met her, and it showed her true character to me, was this. When you take a powder foundation and she said, you don't swirl your brushes in the product. She says all you do is stamp your brush into the product, and then the product is on your brush. She's like, well, you know, other cosmetic companies, they'll teach you to swirl and then tap off the excess, which what they're doing is they're really teaching you to waste product. That way you go in more often for more product. That just showed me what kind of person that Serenity is. She's just an honest, hard-working woman, and she really wants to get her quality products out there for all of you to enjoy. And that, even just that one little tidbit, just spoke mounds and mounds about her as a person. I can really appreciate that, and I'm down with companies that are like that. They want to save you time, they don't want you to waste products, and you know, of course companies want your business, but they don't need to teach you how to waste things to buy more products from them, which I can really, really respect. And there's a special place in my heart for people like that are just so honest with us. I wanted to make this video so you guys can get some time to get to know them a little bit better, and I wanted to put up a tutorial using their makeup so you guys can just get to see what their products look like in action. I'm going to link all the products I spoke about in this video down below in this description bar. None of the links that I've listed below for Serenity and Scott are affiliate links, so you guys don't have to worry. I don't get anything if you decide to buy. You know, if you want to just check them out, all the links are below. That is my review and demo on Serenity and Scott and some of the products that I have been loving. You guys are going to see a lot of these products in upcoming tutorials, and I absolutely love their company. So I think if you guys took the time to go to the website, you would really, really love them too. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!